Hi, this is Pearl and welcome to my channel. Today I thought I would do my bronzer declutter with you. This is the collection that I currently have, and I thought I would go through these and declutter some of these and pass them on to some friends or family who could use them instead of just sitting in my drawer. Plus, this gives me room to purchase more. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm gonna start with these nude sticks. This one is in Sun Kissed. I can sometimes wear this as a bronzer, a blush too. See that? And I love these nude sticks ones, so I'm keeping these. And then this one is Bondi Bay. I really like that one. It reminds me of the Milk makeup, which is this one in Baked. Isn't that nice? So when I'm darker, I like to use this one, and when I'm lighter, I like to use this one. And even though it's summer, I haven't gone out in the sun that much, so I'd most likely use this. And I am an oily skin person who tries to get cream products to work on me, so that's why I'm always trying things. This one is by Semur. This is a Korean brand I got on YesStyle. It's a cream stick. It says blusher, but it's actually a bronzer. And that's what that color looks like. That is too light for me, so I'm gonna go ahead and declutter that. I love this, the Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Contour one. This works so nicely on my skin, and it looks harsh at first, but it blends out beautifully. If I ever run out of this, I will go out and repurchase this. So I'm keeping that as well. Let's go to the next cream product here. This is by Tower 28 in Bronzino West Coast. I like this too, and I can wear this over powder and it doesn't lift up my base. So I love that, and look at how shimmery that is. Isn't that pretty? Yeah, so I'm keeping this. Let's see. I have my little organizer here that I'm putting my things in. Then I have this Hourglass Ambient Lighting Bronzer. I love this bronzer. I just got it in the mini because when am I ever gonna go through a whole bronzer? The only time I went through a bronzer was when I was in school and didn't have any money, and so I would only buy one thing at a time. That's the only time I've ever gone through a bronzer. But that is so pretty. I love this, so I'm keeping that. This is the Fenty Beauty Sun Stalker and In the Sun. This is the powder formula. This seems really light too, and it doesn't swatch very well, but on me it's really subtle, and I really do like, there it goes. It's really subtle, but it does look good on me, so I'm gonna keep that. Now this is one of my favorites, the Tom Ford Shade and Illuminate Intensity 1. I wish I had gotten this. Oh shoot, I just got bronzer all over. This is the shade. It's so pretty, and Illuminate. Can you see that? So pretty. I love this, and it blends beautifully even over powder. Now I'm gonna have to clean. I also really like the Jouer formula. This one is light to medium, and it's Sunlight and Suntan. I usually take a brush and go over both of them together and use this. It's not showing up very well. This one isn't swatching as good as it looks on the skin, but I love that, so I'm keeping that. I have the Charlotte Tilbury Film Star Bronze and Glow in fair to medium. I love this too. I especially like this highlighter because this highlighter looks super natural on me. Well, as natural as highlighters look. This is a gorgeous bronzer and highlighter. Love that. I wanted to get the one from the holiday edition just to get it because they had that Swarovski crystal on there. So I'm keeping that. So far I've only decluttered one. Okay, let's go with this one. I know I'm gonna declutter this. This is a Wet n Wild Color Icon Bronzer in the color Sunset Striptease. I think I mentioned once that I went on a trip and I forgot all of my makeup. So I bought this. I have a color similar to that, so I'm gonna declutter that. This has become my #1 favorite, the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Bronzer, and I have mine in the color 2 Medium. I love the way this looks on my skin. It looks so natural. It covers all of my pores, and it just looks so good on the skin. It wears much better than it's swatching, but there's that. Love this. I will be repurchasing this if I ever go through all of this. And the nice thing about this is that it has a hole right there, so you can just refill it instead of buying the whole palette. Okay, here's another love, Marc Jacobs Tantastic in the Omega Bronze. This is such a huge bronzer. I know when I first got this, this is all I was using, and look, it still looks, I mean, you can tell the lines are gone, but still, I love this. It's still good. I had to smell it. It still smells like coconuts. So I'm gonna keep this. Here's the Chanel Soleil Tan de Chanel, and this is the old formula. Now this is another cream product, and it wears beautifully on my skin. I just put this with a brush, swirl it in here, and then put that on, I tap that onto my skin, and it's so nice, and it wears beautifully even on my oily skin. So I do like this, but I hear they either came out with a new one or are coming out with a new one. I don't remember, but I'm gonna hang on to this. This will last me a lifetime. Okay, I've only decluttered 2. Okay, this is a Jouer blush. Look at this. Can you guys see that? It's starting to come apart here. I think I need to super glue it or something. When I push this side down, the other side comes down, up. Anyway, you know what I mean. Okay, so this is the Jouer Soft Focus Hydrate and Set Powder in Dark. Now, Babs Beauty uses this as a bronzer, so I got it, and look at how beautiful that is. It's swatching patchy because I've just been using cleaning off my hands, and it's a little damp. But that, so I'm keeping that. I do use that. And here's the beautiful Cover FX Monochromatic Bronzer, Matte and Shimmer in Sun Kissed Bronze. I usually take a brush and just go over both of these, but let me swatch this for you separately. Isn't that pretty? Oh, I need to use that. So there's that. Now this is my favorite drugstore bronzer. This is by Milani in Silky Matte. No, it's a 02 Sun Kissed Silky Matte Bronzing Powder. And I have Kaya's name on it because I take this with us when we go to her dance competitions. I put her name on all the ones that I use for her. This is so pretty. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? I do love this a lot. This is my favorite bronzer to use to contour my nose. So I'm gonna keep that. This is the Balm Take Home the Bronze Anti-Orange Bronzer in Oliver. I like this one too. I don't think I'll ever go through this, but that's a pretty color too. And it's not orange, it's more cool tone, so it's great. Love that. So keeping that. Here's the Becca Gradient Sunlit Bronzer in Sunrise Waves. Do you guys remember this? I used to love this bronzer. I haven't used it in a long time, but you know what I think I need to do? Look at that. It's so pretty. I haven't reached for this in a really long time. So what I think I need to do is put this in my project pan and see if I'm ever going to use it. And if I don't use it during my project pan, I'll have to declutter that. So there's that. Then I have this Rimmel Natural Bronzer. It's a waterproof bronzing powder. This is in the color 21 Sunlight. I don't even remember when I got this or how it wears. That's what it looks like. That's pretty, but I'm gonna get rid of it because I have not reached for this in a long time. This is the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. It has that butter bronzer smell. This is what it looks like. I'm gonna donate that because I have not reached for that in a long time. Okay, then I have this Too Faced Milk Chocolate Soleil. This is the lighter of the two. This is too light for me, so I'm gonna go ahead and donate this or declutter this one. But I will keep the Chocolate Soleil. Oh, it smells like chocolate still. So there's that one. I'm gonna keep that. Okay, you guys. This is the Bobbi Brown Bobbi to Glow Shimmer Brick Palette in Gold, Bronze, and Wild Rose. This is a, do you guys remember these? I bought this and I have not even touched it. Look, it still has the styrofoam there. So I'm gonna go ahead and declutter this, give it to one of my friends who I know will really love that. Then I have this box, the 6 Sculpt Bronzer by Gigi Gorgeous. This came in a subscription box. And I tore it to open it the first time, but I've never used it. This is what it looks like. It's brand spanking new. So I'm gonna declutter this and give it to someone who will use this. If I haven't used it by now, I won't ever use it, right? Right, people? Okay, then I have this e.l.f. Primer Infused Bronzer in Forever Sun-Kissed. I bought this to do a full face of e.l.f. This is what the color looks like. It's a little light for me, and I haven't reached for it since that video, so I'm gonna go ahead and declutter this. Who remembers this? This is the Tarte Park Avenue Princess. I used this for a long time. This is old, so I'm just gonna throw this out. This is another Park Avenue Princess, but I think this is newer. Yeah, this is brand spanking new, so I'm gonna declutter this. I have this contour, what is this called? It's Paloma, but it's a contour highlight kind of a thing. I got this, but I hate this NARS packaging because it's all sticky, so I'm gonna declutter that. I'm gonna toss that. And then I have this by Lovecraft Beauty. These are the bronzers that came with that, and I think I swatched them, but I've never actually used them on my face, so I'm gonna declutter that. So let's look at what I'm decluttering. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and throwing out 2. That's not bad, right? So let's move this aside. Oh, my blanket's starting to get dirty. And this is what my bronzer drawer is now gonna look like. Okay. Thank you so much for joining me. If you enjoy this type of video, don't forget to give me a thumbs up, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye.